stem cell, arthroscopic surgery, and microsurgery. At the Orthopedic Center of Palm Beach County, we are dedicated to providing a comprehensive solution to get you back to your routine as quickly as possible, in the shortest period of time with the least amount of inconvenience. With 3 beautiful new offices located in Lake Worth, Boynton Beach, and Wellington, we are able to provide much-needed care to families in the South Florida area. Give us a call at 561-967-6500. From our experienced physicians to the most advanced treatment options to our state-of-the-art facilities and excellent support staff, the Orthopedic Center of Palm Beach County is committed to providing you with the very best care. Call us at 561-967-6500 or find us at www.ocpbc.com.
My name is Trevor Matcham, administrator at Whitehall Boca Raton. Whitehall is a long-term care facility that specializes in short-term rehab. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We've been in the community since the early 80s. We have a stellar therapy program. We have about 40 therapists on staff. We take care of people that might have knee surgery or hip surgery. For more information, you can give us a call at 561-392-3000 or visit us on the website at whitehallboca.com.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. AMP2.TV presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on AMP2.TV. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Tell Us Your Business. I am your host, Tracy Kawa. Tell Us Your Business is the show designed to spin your marketing wheels in a positive direction. You're listening to 1470 AM on your dial, and you can catch us on Facebook Live at amp2tv.com productions and wwnnradio.com. That's AM2TV productions. So whether you're marketing yourself or your business, it's the show created to help you define yourself in your career, recapture your dreams, and differentiate and market yourself in business, as well as take your company to the next level. So if you have a question for us tonight, or if you just want to share any ideas about your company, or if you have any questions, call in at 888-565-1470. Again, that's 888-565-1470. Let us help point you in a direction to take your next best steps. So for those of you who want to take your careers and businesses to the next level, we've got a lot of wonderful information for you. You can check in on my website at www.kawa-community-partners. That's Kawa communitypartners.com. Just put in your name and email address, and we'll send you a copy of my free ebook, which is the first pillar of reinvention, purposefully driven. So first, a little bit about myself. I put people in a professional relationship with themselves and their businesses. How do I do this? Through the use of workshops, consulting, and assessment tools. An assessment tool specifically called the Kawa Assessment, which is a 32-question online tool that helps you identify your professional strengths, your professional values, and maybe your professional value conflicts that are keeping you and being an obstruction from you going to the next level. So again, all of that can be found on my website, www.kawa-communitypartners.com. So today we have with us a very interesting guest. His name is Dylan Lang from Spotlight Magazine. Welcome, Dylan.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great.
I'm really excited that you're here today. When I spoke with you on the phone, you told me some really fabulous things about your magazine, Spotlight Magazine, and I'm looking forward to sharing these ideas with the listener.
Likewise.
So Why don't you tell us a little bit to start off with about Spotlight Magazine?
So Spotlight Magazine is a private magazine for different affluent communities around here in Palm Beach County. I'm sort of like a franchisee or area director for a big corporation called N2 Publishing. And they allowed me the opportunity to own my own magazines, and I called it Spotlight. Started off in St. Andrews Country Club, and basically what it is, it's a magazine literally by and for the residents in the community, and it's private to them. So the residents write the articles, they send in all of the pictures, they invite me to all their socials, and I cover them, and I'll put it in their magazine. It's like their social media in print.
How fun. How fun. So it's a magazine by the residents for the residents.
Yeah, it's a perfect way of explaining it. And that's why the readers are really, I mean, the residents are very receptive to getting it in the mail because it's literally all about them, their kids, their grandkids, the neighbors they don't know yet.
Who wouldn't want to see that or read that? I'm sure they're looking forward to the pictures of their grandkids and their pets and their socials. You know, it's like the magazines when you're flipping through the back, all of the social events, and then they're usually in the back.
Yeah.
And everybody rushes through the magazine to get to the back of the magazine. And here you have a whole entire magazine that's actually made up of that section. I love it. I love that.
Awesome.
So how
I'm
did
gonna use
you,
that analogy.
Yeah, there you go. So how did you get involved with this business, Dylan?
Well, it all started with my dad. When I was graduating college, Hurricane Sandy happened, and the business took a weird turn because of the weather. It destroyed a lot of homes and offices, including ours, and it took a little time to recover. So I was figuring out what to do.
Yeah.
And my dad, being we're in the high net worth insurance business, like specializing in luxury, high value, and waterfront homes, called Lang Insurance. You can find it at langins.com.
Okay.
But my dad, he was at an event just like the ones that I throw, and he was right in front of his target market. He was with all of the residents that are in the magazine he advertises in, and he had an actual chance to actually build rapport on a first name basis. And during conversation with the lady who's like myself, who sold him the space, he thought that she was an ad rep. Little did he know that she owned the magazine. And when he realized that, he immediately called me, and here I am.
Imagine that, though. So this is a scenario where the ad rep is actually the publisher of a magazine. Like, rather than just being out in the field selling ads, it's your magazine.
Yeah, so
I love that concept.
It means a lot more.
Yeah, it does. Well, I'm just curious what you were in college for at the time.
I was an ag business major. It's called it's like the agriculture school, economics and business. And I guess I literally did nothing with that, but I guess can't replace that knowledge. It was good stuff to learn, and I guess it helps me in all other facets of business.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what I'm hearing, to be honest with you, is that you had an opportunity to step into the family business and then decided that this was perhaps a more lucrative opportunity for you.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, it was a little unavailable because of the hurricane and everything. But, after a year, it was right back there again. I mean, I had my family business was on its feet.
Right up and running.
And I decided to keep running with my magazine. And I thought that it could really work. And it happened to be an amazing opportunity. I love what I do.
How long did it take you to get your magazine up and running?
Like 6-7 days a week for 6 months, 6.5 months.
6 months?
Lots of rejection.
Nice. Okay.
And I mean, any scratch business, it should take that long to build. And
there are businesses that take years to build.
Yeah, exactly.
And are still not lucrative after a while.
But that's what's so amazing about this opportunity. And you can find this opportunity at n2pub.com. That's my corporate company.
Can you spell that? Is that N or M?
N as in Nancy, 2 as in the number, PUB, like N2 Publishing. And so that's the company I'm a part of. They give me the opportunity to own my own business, establish really, really great residual income, and I was able to give this opportunity to a lot of my best friends who are the same age as me. I'm 25. They own their own business. My mother and stepfather are, as part of their retirement plan, they're opening their own Spotlight magazine.
That's great.
We're gonna have 8 magazines. 8 separate streams of income on the 1 year anniversary of Spotlight. So it's really exciting.
That's fantastic. That's really, really exciting. I love businesses that give back. So there you are opening a business and creating your own success. And then you also have the opportunity to create success for your friends and family and for other people.
Yeah. No, I mean they see that I love what I'm doing, and they see it's working, and they
Yeah.
see that the residents actually love the magazine.
I'm sure they do.
They get a lot of magazines in the
Yeah.
mail,
but they look for this one.
and this doesn't get thrown away.
Yeah.
No, I mean I had a resident ask me for 100 copies once. Just
What did
'cause-
she do? I have to know what she did with 100
Well,
copies.
I mean, his son was on the cover. So
Wow,
I mean,
yes,
I honestly
for
don't know
sure.
what you do. Maybe
They-
they just stack them up.
You
and
mail that to every single person.
I'm sure.
you
Usually it's
know.
like 10, 15. Can I get 5?
And then you leave a whole bunch in the lobby.
Well-
bring it to the bagel place. You bring it everywhere.
I mean, yeah.
That's
I mean, that
great.
person's probably showing everyone and their mother that cover.
Absolutely. Who wouldn't? That's fantastic. So,
Yeah.
so how do you basically let your customers know about the business? Just, directing them to your website or?
So, I mean, the magazine's super private. So, I mean, normally when I get a phone call, if I'm ever solicited, it's because one of my residents or a colleague had referred that business to me and they'd give me a call. Or
Okay.
I have residents give me referrals and then I would go ahead and call somebody. But I would say the best way to reach me is just to give me a call.
Can you
My-
tell us your phone number?
My number is 516-945-7800. You could also contact me through the corporate website, which is n2publishing.com. Just let them know where you are and where you're trying to reach, and let them know you want to reach Dylan Lang, and they'll put you in touch with me. That's basically it. And then I try and meet with every business owner and get to know them and introduce myself before we start working together, and I start referring you to the neighborhood.
Nice. So it's really more homey and cozy.
Yeah, absolutely. This magazine is for the residents entirely. Nobody from the outside really would probably enjoy it. It's all the mushy and cute stuff about their lives.
That's
And-
meaningful to them. It's what puts the meaning into their lives. It's not just another magazine.
Yeah, and I've heard from a lot of residents, they all get these newsletters from the country club that sit in the country club, and they don't do anything. They don't feature the stuff that they care about, like their kids, their grandkids, their nonprofit organizations. And because I highlight all of that stuff on a regular basis, I think that's why they've
Yeah.
been into it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So before we go to break, if you have any questions for us, if you have any questions for Dylan Lang about Spotlight Magazine, or to share your business with us, call in at 888-565-1470. Again, that's 888-565-1470. Again, you are listening to 1470 AM on your dial. You can catch us on Facebook Live at AMP2 TV Productions and WWNNradio.com.
Funny.
Wouldn't you love an office full of happy employees? Each person within your company shares not only the common vision and the why of your business, they each have their own vision for their passion and purpose within your company as well. Become an enlightened leader. Learn how to develop the interests and passions of your employees so that they tie right back into the vision of your business. Happy employees are like happy kids. People know them when they see them. They stand out in a crowd. Kawa Community Partners helps develop the passions and purpose of your team with assessments and workshops designed specifically to bring out the best in every employee and to foster an atmosphere of communication, productivity, and commitment. Call today for your free consultation at 561-239-0322 or visit us at kawacommunitypartners.com. That's Kawa, K-A-W-A, communitypartners.com. Isn't it shocking that over 70% of small businesses fail within 5 years after starting? It's no wonder why the middle class is slowly shrinking. What can you do to safeguard the success of your business? Take the Kawa Assessment, a 32-question online assessment to find out your professional strengths and the weaknesses that may be in your blind spot. Learn who you can align yourself with for the continued growth of your business. The Kawa Assessment is not for everyone. It's only for those of you who are committed to your company's success. Created with 20 years of scientific research, the Kawa Assessment is key to revealing the critical information that you need to know about yourself and your team. Visit kawacommunitypartners.com. That's Kawa, K-A-W-A, communitypartners.com, and take the Kawa Assessment today.
You are listening to Tell Us Your Business, where our invited guests share all the knowledge of their business and how important it is what they do in our community. If you want to be part of the conversation, call into the show at 888-565-1470 and tell us what's on your mind. Now, back to Tell Us Your Business.
Welcome back to Tell Us Your Biz. You are listening to 1470 AM on your dial. You can also catch us on Facebook Live at AMP2 TV Productions and WWNNradio.com. I'm Tracy Cowa, your host, and we are here with Dylan Lang of Spotlight Magazine, fabulous franchise magazine in all of the country clubs or some of the country clubs. So hurry up and call in because there are some country clubs left that you can put Spotlight Magazine into. And you won't be sorry because it's a great way to show your creativity and start your own business with a quick ramp up time of 6 to 7 months, Dylan?
I have colleagues that started a 6-figure income in 3 months. And I mean, on average, I would say it's more like 6 months.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's really about the time you put in. We have such a proven model, and we're in over 1,000 affluent communities around the country.
Yeah.
So, if you just put the time and activity in, it just all falls into place. And obviously, you have to, have the energy and
you have to work
charisma
it
to make it happen.
But at the same time, once the systems are in place, especially with a franchise, that's the whole point of a franchise. You have all the support from the parent company, I'm sure, correct?
Oh yeah, they give you so much. Mentors.
Nice.
Customer service, a printing, a mailing department, an in-house design team.
Beautiful.
And a lot of friends.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of, Dylan? I'm thinking of all of the writers out there, all of the people that, majored in journalism or yearbook journalism in high school and didn't really do that much with that degree. I mean, what a fantastic avenue to utilize all of those rich writing skills and some business skills.
Yeah, you don't have to be in sales to do this by any means. Literally, there's no part of anything that I do is sales. It's all consulting.
And it's all building relationships because when you're building relationships and solving problems, then you're never really selling.
And especially when you're having fun doing it, you don't even feel like you're working.
That's right. I love it. It's great. It's really great. So tell me, what are the types of advertisers that you look for, especially to maintain a certain level of sophistication, perhaps, for the magazine?
Yeah, I mean, not every business is a good fit for what we do, and we're not a good fit for every business. The residents are the audience, right? And so the businesses kind of have to complement our audience. And being that we're in such a high concentration of wealth, right? So the businesses kind of have to complement that. So the type of businesses that I prospect and welcome, first of all, the best ones are the ones that already have presence inside the community.
Okay.
So if I'm driving around and I see a roofing truck and a flooring company that's already there, I mean, it actually behooves me to reach out to those people saying, look, I'm only letting a small handful of businesses in your industry inside this community magazine.
Right.
I'm looking for sponsors. Do you want to be one of those in the neighborhood? And usually it clicks because it's their clientele. They want to stay in front of them and keep being seen by them. And if there's only going to be a few, it's got to be one of them. Other than that, if you got a great product and the business owner is a good person, I would be very happy to meet with any business and see if they would be a good fit. The ones that are the best fit, though, they usually get a good return out of 1 or 2 people calling during the year. They're not so much concerned with their phones blowing up.
Right.
In the first week or 2 weeks or whatever. They understand that we're trying to build relationships.
Right.
And those are the types of people, the ones that want to brand themselves and become an integral part of the community. Those are the businesses that I'm looking for.
Got it. So tell us about the relationships, because I remember that, in our initial conversation, you had mentioned a couple of events you have throughout the year.
Yeah. So, I mean, relationships in what regard? I mean, So
the relationships that you create, that you foster actually between your advertisers and the residents.
Yeah. So first of all, there's a great thing about being in a magazine that actually gets read and not thrown out. But beyond putting businesses in a magazine with all their kids and families and the things that are important to them, I set up opportunities for them to meet these residents on
Wow.
a personal level. So you can meet the people you're advertising at. You know, what other vehicle is there out there that
Unheard of.
you can actually have a chance to build relationships with the most sought after demographic in the local economy? And so I do stuff like open house parties, Wings and Wheels events, restaurant reviews, cocktail parties. I threw a beauty event at
Oh, fun.
over the summer with the ladies in Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club and my partner Kurt Peters. You know, those give the businesses a chance to say, you know, hi, I'm Tracy. You know, and then when they see your ad, you might be on the front of their mind when they are trying to make that purchasing decision in your industry. You could be part of that consideration set.
Yeah. And it's nice. I think it's nice that you put them into a personal relationship. You know, it's kind of like taking the walls down between
Cool.
the
I like that.
advertiser and the resident. You know, I think you do so much with this magazine. You really foster relationships that are so critical to small and medium-sized businesses.
Yeah, and relationships take time.
And relationships take time. Well put. So tell us, what type of team do you have around you? So who do you have internally helping you or externally?
Yeah, I mean, from a large standpoint, I mean, I have N2 Publishing. They're everything. You know, they made this possible. And
That's great.
at any point, I have mentors and people to reach out to that are huge support systems. But other than that, I mean, we have other people just like me, other franchisees that are running magazines locally. I have, you know, friends that do it in Miami, all the way to Stewart, you know,
That's great.
and so we're always getting together. We're always kind of keeping our heads on the same level.
It's like your own mastermind group,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I have a publishing assistant and I have interns from FAU.
Oh, nice.
And you can go into if you're listening and you're in FAU and you're interested in an internship in marketing and publishing, you can go to Spotlight Magazine right in your portal and send me your resume.
That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. It's so simplified.
But the really
Just ask a millennial. They'll simplify anything.
yeah, exactly. You know, I'll troubleshoot you through the whole thing.
There you go.
But yeah. Other than that, I mean, our team is just other publishers like myself,
Okay.
and we all kind of work together and sell into each other's magazines, and keep the money going and keep you know the residents happy.
That's great.
You know, other than that, it's you know, it's just me.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So
Yeah.
tell us, what do you want our listener to know about your company? You know, anything else that you haven't touched on?
I guess I don't know. I guess I would just want to reiterate that, you know, I mean, business owners ask me all the time, what makes you different than the other 10 magazines I'm currently advertising in and the other 30 that I'm not advertising in? Because I get solicited every day.
Yeah.
And I get these types of magazines and I throw them out. And there's so many reasons that make us different. And, you know, besides the content being driven, you know, from the residents and being able to meet the people you're advertising at, what I ask every business owner is I say, please, I mean, I'm 25 and I don't, you know, assume their age, but they're older than me normally. And
Okay.
50 times the net worth that I'm worth.
All right.
You know, and
right.
and I'll say, you know, what other better vehicles are there to gaining like exposure and trusted relationships to directly to your pre-qualified clientele, and then every month staying right in front of them, and then during the year being able to meet them on a first name basis. What other products are there? I know there's so many great magazines and there's so many great forms of media and marketing out there, and we're not the only great one, but I think that we're one of the most efficient vehicles for building and gaining relationships inside the hardest to reach communities around the country. And I think that's
Yeah.
the number one thing that I would want our listeners to know
Definitely. That
when
definitely
they're opening up their
speaks.
marketing budget for next year.
That definitely speaks to
Yeah.
the point, though. And you know what? You touched on something that really moved me. And it was, can you imagine the collective wisdom that you're gaining just by having this business yourself and being in front of people that you said, you know, X amount times your net worth. But imagine all of the collective wisdom that you get to communicate and build these relationships, foster these relationships. They trust you. you've created an atmosphere of trust and building relationships, and they know that when you bring someone to them, it's going to be a business of substance, and it's going to be a person of substance that you're inviting to the events.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't trade that for anything.
You can't buy that. You
yeah.
can't purchase that. You can't advertise to receive that. There's nothing other than hard work. That's all about relationship building, rolling up your sleeves as the owner, and sweat equity. True that.
You nailed it.
True that. So,
and you know what? I've probably collected. I can't even tell you how much I've grown during this experience. I probably collected a dozen mentors since then, and it changes your life with every person.
I just want to see Dylan in, say, 10 years from now. I want to see exactly where you're at, because you're probably going to own a publishing firm across the U.S., or I can't even imagine the possibilities.
Well, hopefully I see you before that.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely speak before then. So meanwhile, with the couple of minutes remaining, I just want to invite everyone to once again contact Dylan Lang if you're interested in either advertising with Spotlight Magazine, or perhaps owning a franchise with an amazing quick ramp-up time if you're willing to put the work in. And can you please tell them where to reach you?
You can reach me at 516-945-7800 or at n2publishing.com. That's N as in Nancy, 2 as in the number. And I would be delighted to speak with anybody.
That's awesome. So I want to thank our listener for tuning in again. Oh, I want to let you know of my upcoming presentations and workshops. I'll be in Boca at Rotary Means Business on September 27th, doing my elevator pitch workshop.
Ooh.
I'll be in Fort Lauderdale at the Women's Empower Expo on Saturday, October 15th. You can contact me, Tracy Kawa, at www.Kawa Community Partners. That's KAWA Community Partners, or call me 561-239-0322. Again, thank you for joining us on Tell Us Your Biz. You have been listening to 1470 AM on your dial. You can catch us live on Facebook Live at AMP2 TV Productions and WWNNradio.com. And I would like to thank my wonderful guest, Dylan Lang from Spotlight Magazine. And we will catch you next week.
Thank you.
This has been Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv production. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.